Hey there, thanks for listening to So You Want to Get on Stage. I'm Bonnie Lefrak and I'm interviewing my favorite clients and coaches. I hope you enjoy. I am with my special guest. I have Amy Soto-Shed in the house, and you are listening to Get on Stage with the Fitness Asylum. And I think officially the podcast started as So You Want to Get on Stage, right? So it is interesting having a lot of perspective. Every season I learn something more. And I would love for you, first of all, before we dive in all the way, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Yes. So thank you so much. I was so excited to have this opportunity. So I'm Amy. I'm 47 years old, and I joined the Fitness Asylum bikini team. My first season was last fall, so fall 2024. So I competed in the fall, I competed in the spring. A little bit about myself is I don't know if I said my age. I might have said 46. I just turned 47. Last week was my birthday.
You said
So
47, and I did say, oh, is that right? She's 47.
I just turned 47,
Okay.
and I am a mom of a 2-year-old little boy who, like, is my entire world. I am married to my husband of 6 years, work full time. I'm in career development. And yeah, like just really trying to tackle mom life, career, perimenopause, all the things. So that's me. That's me.
Yeah. One of the things that I took note of, first of all, you don't look 47 or 46.
Thank
Um,
you. Thank you.
well, that's the power of obviously some good genetics, but also clean living. How
Yep.
you work out and how you take care of yourself matters. Not, I think going back, if I thought about like my mom at 47, right? Or grandma at
Oh,
47, it's a whole different world. And
yep.
that's what I also like about this particular sport is that many women are in their 40s and 50s and having like great success. Like this is a sport where you didn't miss the boat. Like it's not too late. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that is why I've fallen in love. I've allowed myself to fall in love with it so much because when I discovered that I didn't miss the boat, and not only did I not miss the boat, but there's many years I could be on this boat. Yeah, I was not expecting to want to do this more than once, more than once, more than once. So
I think,
absolutely.
yeah, that happens to a lot of people. And I remember when you first joined last year, and I was like, okay, she's 46 and she has like a 1-year old essentially.
1 year old at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, another woman after my own heart, because like as my husband I hear him talk to people and we're older parents. And I'm just like, glare at him. Speak for yourself. Stop talking about that. Like they'll decide if we're older parents or not. But more and more, it's more the norm than and outside the norm.
Yes. Yes.
It is, but yes, I did take note. I'm like, okay, another woman who's, yeah, sure. Never, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Do
now's
this.
the time. I was 46 and a half when I had twins. So yeah, I hear you. Like and then you're like, and now I'm dealing with perimenopause.
Yeah, it's all the things.
Oh,
It's
it is
all the
all the
things.
things. It's
Yeah,
all
and
the things.
that's why one of the reasons why I took the leap and joined, and this is going to probably go into one of my responses to your questions,
Yeah.
is I had completely lost when you become a parent older than the norm, you're already your own person. So I
Yeah.
was Amy, childless, single till I was 40. So I had this life that I loved. And then it all just changed because you're trying to keep this human alive.
Right.
And so I always, and I'm not a stranger, I always tell people this, that I feel that prep life with the Fitness Asylum or being part of the team or whatever you want to call it, it really brought me back. It brought me back to the Amy before all of that, but like Amy 2.0. So still prioritizing family life, but not at the detriment of myself, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. And that's a great way to look at it is Amy 2.0. Still you,
Mhm.
but almost like the true
Yes.
essence gets pulled out. And I find that true for a lot of women who, whether they have kids or not, the kids are growing up, the kids are leaving the house, that whatever new season of life. And so for you, the season of life was basically an infant slash toddler, and that's like all consuming. And you do that's what moms do. You put yourself on the back burner. You're just all in on keeping the little human alive and everything about every milestone and I get it. I remember it well. And I laugh about it because, when your child is 8 months, 10 months, 12 months, whatever, and you're how old is your little boy? Oh, he's 14 months. Every
Oof.
16 months, 17 and a half months. Like it's every little milestone. And that's great. And I don't know, it's so interesting. That's a different kind of transformation, is watching a human become mobile and doing all of those things. And it's funny and I'll warn you, right, as a parent, because now he's two, correct?
Yes,
He's
too.
two. And still, so he's 24 months. And
Yeah, I was so happy that I could finally stop counting the months. Thank you.
yeah,
Two
it's
years. That's
2 years. He's two. Yeah, it is funny, but it is interesting that so much goes into, hey, your 1 year old, your 2 year old, your 3 year old, five. And then after a while, I feel like a lot of stuff just like you're left on your own. And I'll warn you, because you're like, wait a minute. Why was all of that like every little single detail I knew everything about? And then all of a sudden, my kids are almost 12, and I'm like, ugh, where's that big handbook
Crazy.
for this stuff?
I know.
And
I
it's like
know.
talking about like hormones. I'm like, we got conflicting hormones going on in this house. It is very funny. Everything you say, and the fact that you're 47 with your 2 year old, I'm like, yes, this woman is a poster child for the fountain of youth.
I
And
love it.
just having an incredible back end, not saying you're like at midlife, but like this second or third act or whatever, the second act of three acts is huge, where you lived 40 years being Amy, and then a drastic shift, married, child. Okay, who's Amy now? Oh, but wait, there's more.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, way more. Not just, and being a mom I'm with you. Being a mom is the greatest thing. And my kids, like, when I get frustrated, they're like, you wanted me. This is your fault. I'm like, yeah, I did. I did. You're
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Because I'm like, you guys are driving me crazy. So, what I was going to say when we first started, when I was thinking about a podcast or making videos or letting people in on the life of the competitor, part of the podcast was like, so you want to get on stage? Let me ask you a question. Did you ever think you wanted to get on stage? Like, how did this actually transpire? Because I realized I became aware, wait a minute, I don't think most people actually do. I'll
Oh,
kick that off
it's
to you.
crazy. Way back, oh gosh, at least like 20 years ago, or maybe 15 years ago, I knew someone whose niece was a bikini competitor. And
Okay.
she was young, much younger than I. And I remember going to one of her competitions and almost having that feeling of, wow, that would have been really cool, but I could never have done that. I wish I would have had her confidence. I could never have done that, but thinking that's just something that, you know, whatever, it's not for me. And then a couple years ago, my friend Liza, who is on the team, yes, so she
Okay.
is my college girlfriend. We were sorority sisters. And I was one of those people that I think a lot of the women are, that I was silently watching her on social media in the background, where she would just talk about her confidence building. She would talk about, oh, I have posing class tonight. And and we're the same age. And I would think, I
Yeah.
can't believe she's doing this, but good for her. And I'll never forget. And I should make this clear. When she was competing that first season, that was fall of 2024. And I had my son, I think at the time was 3 or 4 months old, so newborn. And I don't know if I had mentioned this earlier, but we didn't I didn't have him. We adopted him. And at the time, he was our foster son. So there was just, I think, just like women who naturally give birth who have, what do you call it?
Oh,
Post,
postpartum depression.
thank you.
Yeah.
I think women who perhaps foster, it's a different type.
Yeah.
So and also when during that fall, during that competition season, when I was watching her and stalking her online, it was just when he was starting daycare. I was going back to work. I also was starting a new job. I was a hot mess because then you also have social workers coming in and out of your house. It was just a lot. And I would watch her. And then she posted her competition photos because even then, I was like, is she really going to get on stage in that small? I remember thinking, is this really? And when I saw her do it, I remember thinking oh, I just remembered thinking to myself, because known her since college. And I remember thinking, if she can get up there and work her ass off, and she's also a mom of 3 kids. She's a working mom of 3 kids. She was able to do it. So that gave me, when you see it, you can do it. But then at
Yeah.
the same time, I remembered thinking, I need something like that. But I still didn't think I could do it. I still was
Yeah.
like, can't do it. And then spring came, she couldn't compete. But that's when I started, just like, I think I had started following the Fitness Asylum page. And when you all were posting that it's time to sign up for fall, I was in a really low place. I was in a low place. My son was thriving. Everything was thriving. I just hadn't worked out. I was eating just junk. Wine time was all the time. It was just a lot. And I had really lost who I was. And I noticed that I kept saying, I miss Amy. Like my husband and I, if we would go out for date night, I'm like going to get emotional, but I would ask him, like, am I still the same? Like, I miss Amy. And he'd be like, yeah, babe. Yeah, this is, and he was going through it too.
Yeah.
And so then I just was like, I did the scariest thing ever. I reached out to Liza and I was like, can you talk on the phone? I need to talk to you about this. And I just was like, talk to me about it. How was it? How'd you do I really need to get in a thong? Do I really need to? And she didn't even have to sell me on it.
Yeah.
I just was like, because I knew I needed the confidence, but not only that, the biggest thing was I needed the fear of that stage. So you want to go on
Yes.
stage.
Yeah.
I did not want to get on stage. I
Yeah.
was so scared of it. But I knew I needed something like that to get me back. I needed the discipline. I needed a coach that I didn't want to disappoint. I
Yeah.
needed the fear. And then the other part is that I remember signed up and then told my husband. I
Right.
remember
That's how
signed
you
up
do
and
it
then I
though.
was like, so I
Just
want you to know.
yes, that's how you do it. Just for everybody who's
Yep,
going to
my
watch
mom
or
raised
listen.
me well.
Yep.
I didn't ask, I told. And
Yep.
so another reason why I did it is because Bonnie, and I still can't believe this, I genuinely thought I was gonna fail. I was like, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. But I did it to prove to myself, not anybody else. So it's like when I say the stage, I didn't need to get on the stage. It was, I wanted to get to stage day so that I could
Yeah.
say I didn't quit, because I also knew that the discipline of the working out, the nutrition, of being part of a team, of having a coach, I knew all of that was going to get me back to the Amy that I missed.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I did it. And I did it also never thinking I would do it again. I was like, I'm just going to do it the one time so I could
Yep.
say I did it.
Yep.
Oh, but
And
no,
it's hard.
I knew how, yes, it was even before show day. Even before
Yeah.
show day, I was like, this is it. This was it. I loved it. Love it. So
Yeah.
that's why I did it.
It's funny. Sometimes there are things I really didn't know that you were connected to Liza. I didn't know. If I knew it, then I forgot it very quickly, but I did not know.
Mhm.
She's one of those women I remember seeing at kickoff, and I looked at her and I was like, oh, who's this?
Yep.
This is going to be good. Not that everybody's going to be. It's just to me, it's like seeing what's possible when I go to kickoff and I'm meeting people and I'm like, oh, interesting. Right?
Yes.
And trying to figure
Yes.
out, how did you get here? Did you have a friend? Do I know you? Do I not know you? Yes, it's so interesting about the get on stage part for many women. Yes, we watch other people, we see it, that looks cool, it would be nice. I don't know if I don't think I could ever do that. Maybe that's not really the dream per se. The dream is feeling like who you used to be or want to be, that next level version of yourself, powerful, confident, in control, where life
Yes.
is so out of control, right? Like life is
Yes.
so unknown and there's so much uncertainty, things we cannot control. But when you start this process, which you put yourself into, where you're like, okay, I'm regaining control because I control what I do for a workout and how I eat and how I sleep and all the things. Yeah.
And then it also, something that I did not expect is it made me this whole process. So even off season, just everything about it has made me a better mom, has, and I'll stop right there, has made me healthier, has made me better, the sleep, everything. And so that's why even now when I talk to people and they were like, I couldn't do that, I don't have the time, and I didn't either think I could. I wake up now at 4 o'clock in the morning because that's when I can do it. And I didn't,
Right.
and then because I know that the 4 a.m. wake up time works for me during prep, I do it now off season. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep it. And I told people it made me better. I have more patience with my son. I have more energy. I'm sleeping better because the junk, the stuff that I thought I deserved, all of that stuff, even not even talking about nutrition and stuff like that, even the not moving my body, not having, because it to me it's all like a domino effect because waking up early and working out, I also started to journal. I also started to do more mindset work because now you have the energy, and it's all of that stuff builds on each other. And I think it I would not, I don't think I would have discovered all of that if I didn't say yes that first time.
Yeah. It is. There's a lot of kind of hidden benefits, right? Like it's very hard to describe because if I said, oh, your whole life's going to be better, people would be like, oh, sure it is.
Yes.
Seems like that could not be, but that's what happens. And I think that's what is so special about it. Yes, it's fun to see people on stage and hey, if you got a medal or a trophy, awesome, cool, icing on the cake. But yeah, it's who you become in the process, how your life changes in many positive, unexpected ways. Because it's, yeah, I expect that I would maybe look more buff. Yeah, it's cool. Or wear different clothes. That's cool. But like that you feel like different.
Yes. And happier, more
Yeah.
hopeful, just healthier. So absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a
No,
fan.
it's so fun for me to talk to people, especially in the whole like taking a look at the first season or second season, the whole like the leading up to signing up. And most women, this is how it goes, right? You see it, you're thinking about it. There is a voice that says, no, you can't do it. No way. Whatever. All the things that are normal. I always thought, okay, yeah, Oxygen magazine was the thing in the early
Mhm.
2000s.
I remember. Yep.
Right? Remember Oxygen magazine? And that's the closest thing you would get to see a lot of these women who would compete. And at the time, they were like the fitness competitors who would be doing like a routine of gymnastics, or they were like the figure competitors. There was no fit body, there was no real big transformation teams like we have. There was no natural women doing bodybuilding even. And I had never been to a show, and it sounds like you had never been to. Oh, you did. You went to the
One
you
time,
that one
years
time
ago.
many years ago.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
once.
where and I'll bet 15 years ago, most of the women were young, right? They were girls,
20s young.
young.
And it just to me, where sitting there in the audience, and this was 15 years ago, so I was even younger, but sitting in the audience, I remembered being like, oh, this is past, I'm past this. I can't do it. So yeah, it's changed. It's changed.
It's changed a lot. Yeah. It's definitely one of those sports that a lot of women in their 40s and 50s actually have the advantage because they have more, their muscles have been worked on longer over a longer period of time. Even if you've taken time off, you still are, when you're 21 or 22, you're still growing. You don't have that same muscle density and whatnot. You did the right thing, obviously signing up and telling your husband after. What did he say when you told him you were doing it?
He was so supportive, like just so supportive, and basically was like, whatever you need. He's supportive of anything that's like healthy, right? And so he was very much whatever you need to do. Now, did I tell him how much it cost? Absolutely not. Still doesn't know. And then, so very supportive. And what's funny, I think you'll appreciate this. During my first prep that season, he never saw my bikini. I would practice posing and I would say, I'm going downstairs to practice. Don't come downstairs, because I was so bashful. I was shy about it. The first time he saw me in that bikini was stage day, like when I was walking on stage. I was like, no, I don't want you to see me. I was so shy. Oh my gosh, spring season, Bonnie. Actually, even before I'm walking around, I will pose in front of him. I'm just it. So that's why when I did it the second time, I told him after the fact. And so when I signed up again to do it the third time, it wasn't even a question for it. What he knew,
Yeah.
he's probably my biggest supporter. So proud.
Did he
And
like fall over when he saw you in the suit, like for the very first
oh
time?
my
Like,
gosh. Yes. So it was my sister. And oh, and that's another thing I should say. First season, I didn't tell anybody, didn't tell a soul. My
okay,
sister and my husband knew, and Liza, obviously. I
okay,
didn't even tell my best friend until 3 weeks before the show. So I didn't tell anyone. He said he was so proud of me when he saw me come on stage. And I will never forget when, after the show was done and I came out, I'll just never forget how he looked it reminded me of our wedding day. I'm not even kidding, because he'd seen me working out, but to actually see me present myself on stage. And I think that's huge. It's really hard to do things when you don't have the quote unquote support of
oh
your
yeah,
partner. And then one thing I do want to say is, so my sister, like I had, oh, so then for spring, I told everyone. The whole world
yeah,
now knows what I do, like obsessed. I
right,
told my parents, all this stuff. But my sister, who's even more bashful than me, she came to my first show. And it was at that show that I think the next day she signed up with, she did one of the programs with Fitness Asylum, because she was just like, not ready to wear a bikini. She's never worn a bikini, but she was just like, I want that. Like she
yeah,
wanted, because she saw her little sister on stage. But proud, like proud. And
yeah. No, it's yeah. So Sandy works out with us.
yes, and
Yep.
she's there 5 days a week. Oh, how's Jess? And I'm like, listen, Jess is my coach. You stay away.
No, it is funny how not only do you like obviously do this for yourself, first and foremost, always for you for what all the reasons, right? Sometimes it is there's all kinds of things that go into people's stories. Sometimes it's, I'll show them. Like, okay, yeah,
Mhm, right.
bring it on. Sure, hey, that FU energy works for a while. Sure,
Mhm.
bring that. Or it's just to show yourself or to find yourself. And there's no better way to find yourself than to push yourself really hard. But the fact that I'm imagining if your husband hadn't seen you in that bikini and you came out, he must have just been like, did they say her name? That's her? Because even on show day, like I'm seeing people and I'm like, wow, okay, it all comes together in such a way that your brain can't barely process. You can barely process and like getting the photos, it's almost, is this me?
Oh, and I love them. I love
Yeah, it's
I look at
right.
them to remind myself, look at what you did, and that's who you are, and that's natural. And that's another thing. And Amy, that is natural. That was all hard work.
Yeah.
And so I did it for me. I love sharing it with people. It was such a, I've said this to you before, and I will always say it. This is a life-changing program. It's empowering for women. And so I just really thank you for doing it, because I think you've given a lot of women just a lot of women a mirror to see what we're capable of, that I think that usually it's we believe the opposite. And so
Right.
just thank you, Bonnie.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
huge.
Yeah, no, I love that. I'm showing you the mirror, not like I'm showing you. Like
Yeah.
this is you. This is you,
Hmm.
all you, 100%. Everything that we do as part of the program is just me opening the door, just me holding the door open, just me inviting you in, and you did the work. You push the button. Yes,
Provide
I
the
show up.
tools, it's provide the tools, but I need to use the tools.
Correct. And you did. Before we sign off, is there
Yeah.
anything you would tell someone who is on the fence, is thinking, should I do this? Should I not do this? Will I be successful? Whatever, last bit of advice.
Yes, what I would say to that person, to that woman, man, is if there's one part of you that wonders what if, just do it. Just do it, because there is a longing in you, and this program will fulfill it. You're capable of it. And the reason why I say that is because the Fitness Asylum, you all give us, like I said before, you give us the tools. There's no thinking involved. And that was
Yeah.
another thing. So I would tell that person, if there's that little piece of you, as my husband always tells me, if you think long, you think wrong. So if there's just do it, and know that you're literally going to be carried through the process, and you won't be alone. That's another thing. You won't be alone. So just do it. You'll love it. You won't regret it. And the worst thing to happen is you end the season feeling and looking amazing. Literally, that's the worst thing to happen.
That
So
is the worst thing,
that's what
right?
I would
Where
say.
you'll spend more money on new clothes.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, too.
I know, boo-hoo. Smaller, cuter clothes that you've been
Yeah,
needing to wear.
yeah.
I super appreciate you. This year, like, I have such a soft spot for you. Every time I see you,
Thanks, Bonnie.
every time I see you, I'm like, I am happier for having seen you.
Oh, Bonnie,
Yes,
thank
no,
you. Likewise.
to be in your presence, and you just have that good energy, and you not only obviously have gotten a lot for yourself, but you radiate that back out, right? You share that back out with the people in the room. And I think that's a really big testament to what you have brought to us, what you have brought to our team. And I take that very seriously, because a team environment is made up of the people who join it. And so I am so thankful to Liza. I'm so thankful to you for just push the button, baby. I'm in.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, thank you, thank you to Jess, my coach, all of them, everybody. So I so appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Have a good rest of the day, and I will
Thank
talk to you very
you.
soon.
Okay, bye, Bonnie.
Bye.